Stage 5 for the Dakar 2010. We move from Copiapó right down to the water's edge of the Pacific to Antofagasta. It's the second longest stage of the rally so far, 483 kilometers. Silver and copper mines are around this area, so who will strike it lucky? Drama for the leader in this year's Dakar, Stéphane Peterhansel. He was beginning maybe to think about a 10th Dakar victory, but that was until about 150 kilometers into this stage today, the second longest of this year's rally, and massive problems for the Frenchman. That was a prop shaft. It is completely mangled like a stick of caramel. So Stéphane Peterhansel losing the lead of this year's Dakar. What drama BMW are going through after having lost Nani Roma, the victor of the first stage, only 36 hours ago. On board with Mark Miller and Ralph Pitchford, the American and South African.
In 200, double caution.
They rocked up the victors today. Mark Miller, formerly a biker, a NASCAR division driver, Pikes Peak driver, and of course driving in the Baja 500 and 1000. So Mark Miller winning his first ever Dakar stage. Well done. He is now third in the overall standings. Carlos Sainz may have chased him hard, but it's now Carlos Sainz who may not have won the stage, but is leading overall. And he's leading overall by nearly 5 minutes. So Carlos Sainz, he led, well, the majority of last year's rally, and he crashed out just with 3 days remaining 12 months ago. Al-Attiyah, third on today's stage, but, well, now inheriting the second position that Sainz had. Everybody's moved up one, remember, now that we have lost Peterhansel. Flying was Robby Gordon. He's really come out of nowhere. He's up to fourth in the overall standings, and every driver and everybody the world over impressed with the sheer pace of the Hummer. Gordon, fourth today. Orlando Terranova did a good stage today, still getting used to the petrol engine with the Mitsubishi. 16 minutes back on the run into Antofagasta. But a top 10 finish easily on the cards now. Bruce Garland. Now Alfie Cox started the day fifth in the overall standings. What a run for the privateer Nissan, but quite fundamental problems have befallen him today.
No, we went off the edge of the ravine there and we nosedived into the ravine, and I think we've broken the bottom of the engine. So things go well and things don't go well. So yeah, we're out of the race.
That's cruel luck for Cox. He was so cheerful last night, but now look at this. Cox trying to warn another Nissan not to go over the edge just as he had a few minutes earlier. And even when you tell people, they don't even listen. How lucky was he not to go over the edge completely? That could have been a real catastrophe. And then a couple of minutes later, one of the T2 cars decides that it's going to do the same thing. And it does. Some people, they just don't listen. Mark Miller victorious, his very first Dakar stage victory. Surely it won't be the last. Carlos Sainz runner-up today from Al-Attiyah. Gordon fourth, Neves in fifth. But overall, it's now Sainz who leads. From teammate Al-Attiyah and Miller, it's a Volkswagen 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, it was a good day. You know, we had a conversation last night in the meeting to keep the same pace, and really that's what I did. Took no risks. We got to the really rocky sections, and I really was going easy. And I don't know, maybe it was just lucky to start in the rear, but we had no problems, never got out of the car, and it was a great day, I guess.
I drove off-road, and I got stuck for 4 minutes early, and then we lost a belt at the back, so we lost about 6 minutes probably in the special. So, you know, it is what it is. We're definitely in the fight now with Peterhansel backing up a little bit. I think we'll have a good shot at it.